Back up. All right. Good evening. Camille, I see you on there. We'll get started in just a second. We're just trying to put the agenda on the screen. We'll just say whatever. Just post that there. Um, uh, that's, how you doing, Jesse? I see you on there. Um, let's put the edit that. It won't let you put the web address on there. All right, we'll get started in just a second. Thank you, Jesse, for chiming in there. I'm glad everybody's able to. Philip, I see you. Everybody's able to get on pretty good. This is we're treading in some new waters here, and hopefully this will be a success. I think we're probably one of the first bands in the United States to actually do this. So, all right, Jason, I see you on. Anaya, Philip. Um, so we're treading in some new waters here. It gives everybody an opportunity to be a little bit convenient. Um, let me know if you can hear me. Just type I can hear you. Uh, we're waiting to put the agenda up there and then we'll get started shortly. It's going to be a very brief meeting. And also, we're going to save this meeting so you'll have an opportunity to go back and view it at a later date. If I can come into the camera shot a little bit more. First and foremost, let me thank you all, parents and students alike, for being able to be a part of the Hallandale High School Charger Band program. This is something new. I'm happy to be here as your band director, and I have next to me Ms. Moet, who's putting up the agenda. Right. So we're excited about what we have going on here. We're excited about you, and parents, we are excited about you as well. Without you, none of this would be possible. And so we're just going to get started here. Um, we're putting our agenda up on Facebook. Basically, the agenda reads as summer band camp recruitment for instruments and auxiliary. And we're talking about the summer school hours. And I have Ms. Moet here, who's going to share with you a little bit more information about what's going to happen during our summer band camp, our summer school hours.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for logging in. Let me get myself together. Hi. All right, yes, I'm here to talk about the summer band camp. Okay, so it's been a while since we've had this. So, like any traditional band, it is necessary, I want to say even mandatory, that every current band member or any new members attend summer band camp. And this is where we, write our choreography, um, as far as songs are being learned, at this point teaching how to play, read
Mhm.
music. And if time permits, because since we are growing and we are starting from the beginning, how to march, how to do parades. It's been a while since we've done that. So this, if it's anything that's most important to start the marching season, and I'm sorry, I should say band season, is to have this summer band camp. It will start. It's going to be under the 20. No, sorry, Leap High YMCA, sorry, YMCA summer program, which will start on June 18th. Breakfast will be provided, and it's from 8 to 12. There is an application that every child must fill out. Every parent must fill out for this so their child can attend. There will be field trips that they'll be allowed to attend to. I believe they're saying 2 field trips a week, But depending on what we have to do, we may say just one field trip a week. Either way, it will be fun with fun activities, but we will be working, especially band members because music has to be learned.
Yeah.
They have to, like I said, our babies did great this year, but there is a lot of work, and this is, considering they're not in school, this will be the time that they catch up, and so that we could actually have them playing on the field or any parades coming up. If you have any questions about the summer program, please call the school, come by the school. Miss Egbarizi, Mr. Cromedy, or myself will have the applications for you to grab, fill out there, and turn it in so that we can get your child registered. But like I said, it is very important that it's, like I said, mandatory that everyone attend this year summer band camp.
And let me stick in one nugget on that. Um, on your application, if you could just note, there's a component section or at the top of your application, if you can put band so that we'll know that you'll be directly here for band. And let me just say, most of your time will be spent here. There will be a portion of the day where you may have to do some academic things, but it's only going to be 1 hour of the day. And I think that's only going to be one time a week, maybe twice a week, but definitely. So most of your time you'll be spent doing activities in the band program, like I said, and as Ms. Moore said, those will be fun activities and just learning your instrument.
Um, as far as auxiliary is concerned, a few years ago when I used to be, hi, over the auxiliary, I had required them to actually attend this specialized auxiliary camp. This camp is where they spend the weekend just going over intermediate to advanced techniques in dance, baton twirling, as well as flag. Um, it it there of course it does cost. It's about 165, I believe, and the deposit is due actually tomorrow. I just saw that. So what I did email, or I should say text, Miss Jackson, the one who's over the camp, to give us an extension, which she has done that in the past, which we will require a deposit. This camp will take place at the end of June, the weekend of where June 30th would occur. More details will come next week, which I'll send with the girls that are. Hi, darling. I see you. I guess I should see if there's any questions. Oh, if you have questions, please post here and I'll answer any questions you might have. If I can't answer it, I'll definitely get back to you. Um, but yeah, so my goal this year is to actually get them into that specialized camp, and they seem pretty excited about it. And again, and from I have a flyer that I did pass out to them, but because of the week was kind of crazy and short, and finals are coming up, I didn't have time to meet with them and actually pass it out. So hopefully, if any of the girls, who's ever saying hi, Miss Moet, please come by my classroom and grab a flyer. What time in the day do we start and end? The camp, are you talking about summer? If you're talking about summer camp, it's from 8 to 12, 8 a.m. to 12. And breakfast is provided. So I believe you have
And
to come. And lunch is provided. Breakfast and lunch is provided. And if you need bus, if you need a ride over here, transportation is available. You have to see either Miss I or Mr. Comedy so that you can put your name there so they give you a route where you could get picked up. All right, yes. Hopefully I answered it. Did I answer your question? All right, yeah. So for auxiliary, especially, I will definitely provide that information regarding camp, and as soon as she contact me back, I'll tell you what the due date for, at least for the first deposit, or maybe she'll just have us pay the whole thing during that day of registration.
now, our next item on the agenda is actually summer band camp. This is post summer school um, and our evening hours of summer band camp. The starting date for that, we're looking at August 1st, um, which is, I believe, is a Tuesday. And that time we're looking at from 6 to 8 p.m. This is actually where we're going to actually start to get started on our show and what we're going to do for the year. So we're asking you, and the evening, we're choosing the evening hours because some people may work and they give them an opportunity to work during the day. And plus, it's much cooler in the nighttime. So we'll have that 2 hour practice from 6 to 8, 6 to 8 or 6 to 9, one of those hours. But more than likely, it'll be the 6 to 8 hour, and it's going to start on August 1st, which is right after summer school ends. So I think summer school is going to end on July 30th. We'll start August 1st with that 6 to 8 o'clock p.m. rehearsal. And again, if you have questions, parents, students, if you have questions, you just log in your questions and we'll try to answer them as much as possible. Okay. Our next item on the agenda actually is the Band Booster Organization. I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Moet, and she's going to speak to you about that, the Band Booster Organization.
As far as the Band Booster organization, what we were attempting to do this year is to actually get it established. I think I mentioned this in our, well, I tried, I'm not sure if it was successful. During the spring concert when we had the intermission, uh, there were, I need assistance in writing the bylaws. So I don't know if anyone has experience out there, any parents who, you know, with legal terms and stuff like that. I don't want to sit there and write a bylaw and there's certain terminology I'm not using correctly. And this is something that should be, that should be, you know, approved and written by the parents. I am asking the athletic department for a copy of theirs so that we have an idea. But if anyone have any experience in writing bylaws, please see me, call me, and we can actually get that finished and established by the end of this summer. But a band booster club is definitely needed because a lot of money, hey Anaya, a lot of money is needed for what we're trying to accomplish next year, especially now that we are going to start doing parades and it isn't necessarily going to be parades that are in town, you know. So we need our band parents there. Someone asked a question here. Did you answer that one? Says what date? I think they need to
When
start.
do we start on what date? As I said, the summer school hours will start on June 18th through July 30th, and that's from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Breakfast will be served, and there will be transportation. If you need transportation, please see Ms. I or Mr. Crumity between now and before school ends on next week, Wednesday. Or you could come on June 18th and you can register on that day. The evening hours, which was item 2 for summer band camp, that's where it's just strictly with the band. Those evening hours will be from 6 to 8 p.m., and that's going to be on August 1st. That's going to be the day after summer school ends on August 1st. And that's where we're going to primarily work on things that's relative to our marching band season. So let me see here. What if we are gone for the entire summer? Will we still be in the band for next school year? Of course, we know parents are taking trips, and I know that um, certain things come up. But yeah, you're definitely welcome to be a part of the band program. We just wanted to get things started in the summertime so we can, actually be presentable for our upcoming season. And this year's band is going to be very, very active. As we told you earlier, band is a year-round event, so you're kind of going from one thing to the other. But there's a lot of fun, and we actually have some things that we're going to be doing. So I'm continuing on with the agenda. We're now at football season and parades. So we are going to be putting on the football season, the actual games. We're going to post that on our all of our pages. And by the way, just to put a little plug in, our um, Hallandale High School Charger Band program page is letsgochargers.org. Again, that's letsgochargers.org. That's our band's webpage. And on there, you have all the information about what's going on in the band. So you can see we're moving into this technological society where you'll have our band program right at your fingertips. Um, so football season. Uh, that's what we're getting ready for. We do want to attend as many games as possible. So that's why we need to have this summertime to prepare and be ready for our football season. We do have parades. I know one that's normally in December, the Candy Cane Parade, which is infamously been asked about this past year. We do want to do that Candy Cane Parade in December. But we have to look good, we have to sound good. So we need you to be there and to be active in our band as we move along this year. There are other parades and there will be other events we will be attending. So now I'm at item E, which is the Florida Classic. For the last couple of days, we've been trying to put things in place to plan for our first out of town trip, which would be the Florida Classic, and that is November 16th through the 18th. Um, we'll leave school that Friday. The goal is to leave school that Friday, get to Orlando, attend the Battle of the Bands that evening, and then on that Saturday is the football game, Florida A&M University versus Bethune-Cookman, which is a very big football game. And right now, we're working on the cost of it. So when we get to our next few items, especially fundraisers, students, we're going to need you. If you have fundraising ideas, please share them with us. I think what we're also going to do is probably put a little drop box, a suggestion box, so that way you can drop in ideas so that we can get started. But we definitely want to attend that game in Tampa, November 16th through the 18th. And it will cost money. So students and parents, go ahead and start saving your nickels and dimes. We are working on the hotels right now. We're working on all the logistics. So we'll have that for you this summer. So you'll know in advance how we're going to work that situation out with the Florida Classic. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and start typing them in and we'll look at them and we'll go through them as we see them. Our next item is the band pages. The band have a few pages. You're on one right now. You got here from one, from another page. So right now we have our band website, which is letsgochargers.org. Letsgochargers.org is our band webpage. We also have our Facebook page, which is Marching Chargers. That's our Facebook page. We have our YouTube page, which you're on right now, and our email address. I'll give that to you later. So we're really trying to move our organization into the 21st century and have you at our fingertips and have you no matter wherever we go. So I'm excited about that. That's our band pages. The next item, and we're almost coming to the end, is fundraisers. This year, we made $815 for our Dunkin' Donuts. Our fingergram was $200 and some change. Our dance, we after all of the expenses were paid, we made $75, but the kids had a lot of fun at the dance. And then was that it? Uh, So it's going to take money for our program to operate and move. We're trying to do the best we can to minimize how much parents and students will have to pay out of their pockets. So that's why we have fundraiser ideas. Now I can tell you right now, we've been working on this since the end of this, I guess a little bit after spring break. We do have some ideas. One is to look at possibly having some paraphernalia that we can sell and make money from. So students, we're going to need your ideas in how to our paraphernalia should look from the band portion. so we can sell and make money, car washes, or if you have any other ideas that you think that will generate some funds for us, for you to minimize as least amount of money that you're going to need to pay, then please share those fundraiser ideas with us. And again, either email us, however you need to do it, but let us know so we can go out there and do the legwork and really make things happen. Um, the next agenda item is actually, and I talked about this, band gear and uniforms, which again is going to cost some money. We do want to get some shirts, some hats, maybe a sweatsuit or something like that. Something that we can look organized with, that you're gonna like, gonna be kind of hip, kind of cool. So we need your ideas on what we're gonna do in regards to that. Can you do me a favor? There's somebody that need to be added. If you can just add them. Um, so um, we want to do some shirts, a cap, just some other things that you might have in mind, students. If you know some things that you have in mind that you'd like to see the band wear as a part of our band gear, so we can be live and hip as everybody else, please share that with us and let us know. And that was pretty much our agenda. We're now going to take any questions or comments that you may have, and we'll do this for about
As long as you have
as long as you have questions and comments. So parents and students, we'll open the floor up to you. If you have any questions, please type them into the box and we'll go from there.
it.
All right. So we have, if we are exempt from final exam, do we have to come to your class on the day we take the exam? If you are exempt from the final exam, you do not have to come to my class to take the exam. Okay, you can go home. I think they let them leave
At
after with
11:30.
at
Oh,
11.
yeah, if depending on what class. This is a non-related band question, by
Yeah.
the way. But since it was asked and this is our first question, we'll go ahead and answer it. Exemptions, if you've been exempted, you don't have to show up for the class. So let's say tomorrow's first and second, and you exempted first, you don't have to show up till second period. Or if you exempted for second period, you can leave right after first hour, and they'll let you leave. If you have to take both, then you go home at 11:30.
Okay. Are there any other questions that you may have, whether it be band? Hopefully, let's try to keep it band related as we get ready to grow the band program.
Also,
Let me take a, let me
I
take this off.
see quite a few, students, and thank you for coming, logging in. But we also want a lot of band parents, band parent meeting. So if you can make sure that your parent chime in, and parents to actually participate so they are informed of this meeting. Okay. Not all of our meetings will be like this. However, well, not all of our meetings will be strictly online, but it will be making most of the every meeting that we will have, even rather in person. So hopefully you'll see people back here. The next meeting we have, um, we will stream it so that it's available for everybody. Okay, summer band practice starts on June 18th when the YMCA summer camp starts. June 18th from 8 to 12, Monday through Thursday. Breakfast and lunch is provided. There is also an evening one that is going to start after the 6 week program here. Um, August 1st? August 1st. How long?
We'll probably do 2 weeks,
Because don't they got
just
to go
before
back? Yeah.
just before school go back.
Okay, so starting August 1st, 2 weeks before school come back. Um,
And let me say something in reference to that. At the end of that evening camp, we're going to have a party or some kind of we're going to have some. Can you grab that right there? We're going to have a party or some kind like we did for the winter holiday. we'll have as we get ready to start the season. So you definitely want to be to that camp. And you know that food was pretty good for the winter holiday. So please come out to the camp. Again, that's the time for us to start our school year and our school season with band. And we want to show everybody that we're going to have a great band here at Hallandale. So again, that that summer band practice will start on August 1st. The evening one will start August 1st, and that will be from 6 to 8 o'clock. What, Devon? Okay, I got you, sir. Thank you, Devon. I got you. Um, and don't forget, summer school will be on June 18th through um, July 30th. Now, let me say this. Um, there is for those instrumentalists, there is a $10 fee for the rent the band instrument for the summer. So please keep that in mind. Again, those go to the school. As a matter of fact, you can pay those $10 fees starting now till June 25th will be the last day for you to rent the instrument for the summertime. And all students should be able to have their instruments for the summertime because, hey, we need to get started next year. So I'll be checking those instruments out. I could actually start checking them out tomorrow so that we can be ready for June 18th. But if not, when we come back on June 18th, we'll be ready as well. Do we have any auxiliary questions?
If not, those in auxiliary, just hit me up and group me. Oh, I don't know what that means. It was because I messed up. You
Yeah,
answered
no,
them. All right. Well, it seemed like we don't have any more further questions. Um, we will be here for up to next week, tomorrow and next week. After that, we'll be back on June 18th. Again, all band members, it is mandatory that you attend all summer band camps. Parents, if you have any questions, you could go ahead and post something on Facebook, send us a message, direct message, or just call us.
And the number, and you can call us directly there, but you have to go through the switchboard. The number here, right in the band office is 754-323-0927. Again, that number right here in the band office, 754-323-0927. We'll be able to ask you'll be able to ask any questions. We'll provide those answers for you. Do note that we are working on the calendar for the entire year. So parents, um, we're going to try to do things um, in decency and in order to keep you informed on what's going to happen. And so you'll be knowledgeable about everything that we do as quickly as possible. So with our technology department, and they have really marked. If I don't know if you guys can see the very top of the the chat box, but Mark and Miss Camille, they have they have really done a great job. They're the reason that we're here right now. You at home, probably drinking some lemonade or whatever you're doing at home, but you're able to view this from the comfort of your home. Us two, we're just stuck out here at the school, but it's okay. We're here for you. So, um, but we're able to do this because our technology department of our booster organization have really put a great effort. There he is. So you all thank Mark right there. He has really brought us into the 21st century. I think we're one of the only band programs in the United States that is actually doing this. Nairi, I see you on that flute.
Thank you, Mark. No, I was just saying thank you, and this is very exciting.
So we want you guys to be engaged. We really do want you to be engaged in what we're doing. Hopefully, you believe enough, and we thank you, parents, for entrusting us with your child. And let me take a brief second to go back right quick. Parents, I did not get a chance to say, and I apologize. I did not get a chance to share with you all at the concert how deeply moved I was and very excited for our students. They did a wonderful job for one of their biggest events this year. They did a wonderful job at the band concert on May 15th. Kudos to them. Kudos to you. I still get kind of teary eyed because those kids did a lot of work preparing for that concert. So, again, parents, students, I love you. I thank you. I know Ms. Moet feels the same way. Ms. Tamia feels the same way. We thank you all. I'm going to let Ms. Moet share herself, her sentiment.
He said it best. It was, considering that it's been such a long time that we've heard anything in the school, it was very moving to hear the kids play and to even hear them in the hallway, excited about being part of the band again. It's been a while since I've heard, that in the hallway. And I am very appreciative that this was able to happen. And of course, we couldn't do it without you, parents. Thank you, parents. Thank you, kids, for a wonderful year and many more to come.
So, if there are no more questions, we're going to be wrapping this up on the behalf of our administration, our principal, Mr. Mark Howard, um, the rest of our administrators, the band staff, Ms. Moet, Ms. Tamia, and we want to thank you all for this opportunity. Again, Mark, man, you're super duper guy, man. I thank you and your wife for presenting us with this opportunity to talk to our constituents, you all, this season, and from here, from the comfort of your home. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up since I don't pretty much see any more questions. And we thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.